Hi, I'm Clare Ridgway, creator of the Anne Boleyn Files. I'm here today with Clare Cherry to discuss George Boleyn. We've just written a book on George Boleyn called George Boleyn, Tudor Poet, Courtier and Diplomat, a biography of George.
On top of George's career, his career at court, he also had a reputation as a poet. And we've been asked how that came about, whether his poetry survives. They think that there are poems of George that have survived that have probably been misattributed to either Thomas Wyatt, Henry Howard. Maybe some have been destroyed, but quite a lot misattributed. And we know that he was a poet because of various comments that were made at the time. George Cavendish speaks of his pleasant ditties in his poems about him. Richard Smith, who was writing in 1575, lists him with Chaucer, Wyatt, Surrey. So clearly he was thought in court terms of being up there, right up there with those people. John Bale, writing shortly afterwards, also talked about his elegant rhythms in his writing. Anne herself in the Tower mentions her brother and his talent for making ballads. So there's all sorts of...
Yeah, she had to be reminded that Wyatt was a poet as well.
So there's all sorts of things that are out there that show that he was considered to be an excellent poet.
It's just sad that we don't have his poems,
No.
unless the Lover Complaineth is his poem. We still have that, but
there's evidence to suggest
know.
that it could be. There's no way of knowing for certain because it's actually attributed to Thomas Wyatt, but there is evidence to suggest that it could be Harrington.
Yeah. So John Harrington, he was writing in the 16th century, I think only 28 years after George Boleyn's execution, and he believed that poem to be written by George Boleyn. So it makes me feel that there must have been something that Harrington saw that convinced him.
Well, Harrington had a reputation of being very accurate in poems that he ascribed to various people, so it can't be completely ignored.
No, you can't dismiss his views at all. Claire and I would just like to thank everyone at the Anne Boleyn Files website for asking us the questions that have inspired this video today. Thank you so much for giving us these questions and this chance to talk about one of our favourite characters, George Boleyn. Our book will be coming out very soon, George Boleyn, Tudor Poet, Courtier and Diplomat, and we hope it will be well received and that people will be interested in hearing more about George. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.